Commitment also means obligation, duty, responsibility. It means dedication, devotion, allegiance, loyalty, steadfastness, and faithfulness. You don't hear those words much anymore, do you? I mean, mercy. Commitment is a powerful, powerful word, isn't it? William H. Murray, a Scottish mountaineer and writer, says this about commitment. He says, until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Let me repeat that. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans, that the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. He goes on to say a whole stream of events issues from the decision, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents and meetings and material assistance which no man, or woman for that matter, could have dreamed would come his way. Murray goes on to say, I have learned a deep respect for one of Goethe's couplets. Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Wow. I love that. I love that. I just love this quote. So what is Murray saying? He's saying that commitment is action. It is the bold action that goes hand in hand with your dream, which has magic and genius in it. When you begin, when you commit, it is as if all of a sudden the universe starts to cooperate with you. All of a sudden, God's divine hand moves. But you know what? It's not all of a sudden. It seems all of a sudden, but it isn't. The reason that it seems all of a sudden is because we have begun. We have committed. And when we do, when we begin, when we commit to step across that threshold to move in the direction of our dreams, then the universe, God's hand, providence, moves too. But know this, providence will only cooperate when you have proven that you really mean it. If you still doubt in some way, if you only act some of the time, or if you work on plan A and plan B at the same time because you're afraid that plan A will fail, guess what? Plan A is going to fail. Successfully pursuing your dream might very well slip through your fingers if you do that. It will escape you. But once you really commit, and once you say goodbye to what's behind you and you really go for it, magic begins to happen. All of a sudden, right? Seemingly overnight, all manner of assistance, unforeseen circumstances, resources, people, money, material, and otherwise will become available to you. So, what are you waiting for? Go for it. Jump. Do it. Do it now. Stop procrastinating. Step it up. Step it up today. Ask yourself, what threshold must I cross to move from here to there? There's so many folks out there who know the value of going for it, who know the benefit of commitment. But for whatever reason, fear stops them. Fear stops them from following through. Sometimes the fear is so strong, so powerful, it can actually stop you cold. It can stop you dead in your tracks, so you don't even start. You look at the threshold, and you don't want to even think about moving across it. You stay in that place that's familiar, that's comfortable. You stay in relationships that you've outgrown. You stay stuck in living a life that looks successful on the outside, but on the inside you feel insecure, afraid, or maybe you feel like a pretender, like an imposter, like a fraud. Or maybe you feel like you're not enough, and no matter how hard you work or how many life makeovers you go through, that you will never be enough. You will never measure up. So, the choice is yours, right? Do you want to stifle yourself and get in your own way? Do you want to limit yourself? Or do you want to step across that threshold so that you can equip yourself to make the kind of difference in your own life that only you can? To equip yourself to make the kind of difference only you can make in the lives of others. I know your answer. I mean, it has to be yes. 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 That's what legacy living is all about. We're here to support you in living and learning so you can be the best you can be 365, 24/7. So please join me again next time. Tune in to next week's show right here on Talk Network Radio. Now, if you missed last week's show or any part of this week's broadcast, you can listen to the recording at your own convenience. You can even listen to the podcast on the go. You can find us here on Talk Network Radio or iTunes. Before I sign off, I want to thank each of you for tuning in to today's show, for allowing me to share a bit of my journey with what legacy living is all about. Not just living and learning, but living and learning and serving so that you make a difference in your own life and in the lives of others. It's about being on purpose every single day, 365, 24/7. Legacy living is one of the many ways to make your life count. Now, before I close today's show, I want to thank you for joining me here today. I'm your host, Dr. Gloria Burgess, and this has been Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count. Please join me again next week right here on Talk Network Radio for another show of Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count. We're here again next Wednesday, 10 a.m., right here, Talk Network Radio. Don't just count the days in your life. Make the days in your life count. That's what legacy living is all about. Have a fantastic day, and remember, make the days in your life count. God bless. That's our show today. I'm your host, Dr. Gloria Burgess. I hope you'll join me again next week. Until then, don't just count the days in your life. Make the days in your life count. That's what legacy living is all about. Here's to you. Have a fantastic day. Be sure to make it a yes kind of day. And remember, celebrate. Celebrate the music of your life. Make the days in your life